Imagine a world where leaders truly listen. Our story starts in Burkina Faso, a sunny country in West Africa, where President Ibrahim Traoré is getting ready for a very important video call. On the other side of the world in the United States, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is also preparing. She's eager to talk to President Traoré. This isn't just any meeting. It's a chance for two leaders from different parts of the world to connect and share ideas. President Traoré wants the best for his people, and Congresswoman Crockett believes in helping others. The video call begins. The screens light up, and President Traoré and Congresswoman Crockett can see each other. They smile, ready to talk about important things. The air crackles with anticipation. This meeting could change things, not just for Burkina Faso, but maybe even for the world. It's a chance to show that even though people live far apart, they can still work together to make things better. The scene is set, the players are ready, and the conversation is about to begin. What will they say? What will they do? Only time will tell as their voices connect across the miles. The connection is strong. Congresswoman Crockett smiles warmly. President Traoré, she begins, her voice clear and kind, I've been so impressed by your work in Burkina Faso. President Traoré nods, listening carefully. He knows this is a big moment. He wants to hear what she has to say. You see, President, Congresswoman Crockett continues, I've watched how you've put your people first, how you've worked to make sure they have what they need. It's truly inspiring. She pauses, making sure he understands. Many leaders focus on power and control. But you, sir, you focus on helping your people. That's what makes you a true leader. Her words hang in the air, filled with respect and admiration. President Traoré feels a warmth spread through him. It's good to hear that someone from so far away understands what he's trying to do. He wants to build a Burkina Faso where everyone has a chance to succeed, where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. And it seems like Congresswoman Crockett sees that. This gives him strength and makes him want to work even harder. It's so easy to get caught up in the idea of being important, Congresswoman Crockett continued, her voice gaining strength. People think being a leader means telling everyone what to do. But true leadership, she emphasized, is about serving others. She leaned forward slightly, her eyes sparkling with passion. It's about asking, how can I help? How can I make things better for the people around me? It's not about fancy titles or big offices. It's about making a real difference in people's lives. President Traoré listened intently, nodding slowly. He knew exactly what she meant. He had seen leaders who cared only about themselves, who used their power to get richer or more famous. He didn't want to be like that. The best leaders, Congresswoman Crockett added, are the ones who are willing to get their hands dirty. The ones who listen to the people, who understand their problems, and who work tirelessly to find solutions. She paused, a gentle smile gracing her lips. That's the kind of leader I see in you, President Traoré. President Traoré sat back in his chair, thoughtfully considering Congresswoman Crockett's words. Her passion was clear, and her message resonated deeply within him. He thought about all the pressures he faced every day, the demands from other countries, the expectations of powerful people, the constant struggle to find enough resources. It would be so easy to give in, to focus on what was easiest for him, on maintaining his own power. But Congresswoman Crockett's words reminded him why he had chosen this path in the first place. He hadn't become president to be important or powerful. He had become president to serve the people of Burkina Faso, to make their lives better. He thought of the farmers struggling to grow food, the children who needed schools, the families who needed health care. They were the reason he was here. He realized that true strength came not from controlling others, but from empowering them. It came from listening to their needs and working together to find solutions. Congresswoman Crockett's words were a powerful reminder. People first, always. This was the guiding principle he needed to hold on to, no matter what challenges lay ahead. Unbeknownst to both leaders, someone had been recording snippets of their video call. These clips, shared on social media, quickly went viral. People were touched by Congresswoman Crockett's heartfelt words and President Traoré's thoughtful response. The hashtag #PeopleFirst started trending. comments flooded in from all over the world. Finally, a leader who cares, one person wrote. This is what true leadership looks like, said another. Many expressed their support for Burkina Faso's policies, praising President Traoré's efforts to make his country self-sufficient and to protect its dignity. The video clips sparked conversations about what it means to be a good leader. People shared stories of leaders in their own communities who were making a difference, proving that good leadership could be found anywhere. The online buzz created a wave of positivity, reminding people that even in a world filled with challenges, there were still reasons to be hopeful. It was a testament to the power of authentic leadership and the human desire for leaders who truly cared. The world was watching, and Burkina Faso was becoming a symbol of hope. Back in Burkina Faso, President Traoré saw the outpouring of support online. It energized him and his team. They used the momentum to launch new initiatives focused on education, healthcare, and sustainable farming. He visited villages, listened to people's concerns, and worked with local leaders to find solutions. Meanwhile, in the United States, Congresswoman Crockett used her platform to advocate for policies that supported developing countries like Burkina Faso. She spoke about the importance of fair trade, investment in education, and access to health care. She reminded her colleagues that helping others was not just the right thing to do, but also the smart thing to do. Both leaders inspired their own communities. President Traoré showed the people of Burkina Faso that they could build a better future for themselves. Congresswoman Crockett showed the people of the United States that they could make a difference in the world. They proved that leadership wasn't about borders or boundaries, but about a shared commitment to humanity. They each, in their own way, became beacons of hope and change. The partnership between President Traoré and Congresswoman Crockett demonstrated the power of international collaboration. They showed that even with different backgrounds and different challenges, countries could work together to achieve common goals. They focused on the things they agreed on: the importance of education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, and used those shared values to build bridges. Other countries took notice. Some started to adopt similar policies, prioritizing the needs of their citizens over external pressures. International organizations began to focus more on supporting local initiatives and empowering communities. The world was slowly starting to shift, moving towards a more people-centered approach to development. President Traoré and Congresswoman Crockett proved that genuine leadership could create positive change on a global scale. Their story became an example of how two individuals, working together, could inspire millions and make the world a better place. Their actions rippled outwards, touching lives in unexpected ways and proving that even small acts of kindness and collaboration could have a profound impact. They had shown the world what was possible when leaders truly cared. One of the most impactful programs to emerge from this collaboration was the Guardians of Knowledge initiative in Burkina Faso. This program focused on empowering local communities by providing them with access to education and resources. It recognized that the people closest to the problems often had the best solutions. The Guardians of Knowledge were local volunteers who worked as teachers, mentors, and community organizers. They helped children learn to read and write, taught farmers new sustainable farming techniques, and provided healthcare information to families. They were the heart and soul of the program, working tirelessly to improve the lives of their neighbors. Congresswoman Crockett helped to secure funding for the program, recognizing its potential to transform communities. She visited Burkina Faso to see the program in action and was deeply moved by the dedication of the Guardians of Knowledge and the positive impact they were having on the lives of ordinary citizens. She shared their stories back in the United States, inspiring others to support the program. It was a true testament to the power of local action and international collaboration. Let's meet Ida, one of the Guardians of Knowledge. She lives in a small village and loves helping her community. Every day, she teaches children how to read under the shade of a big mango tree. She also shows farmers how to grow more food using simple, natural methods. Then there's Musa, another guardian. He travels from village to village, sharing information about how to stay healthy. He teaches people about clean water and how to prevent diseases. He's like a walking encyclopedia of health tips. Fatima is also a guardian. She helps women in her community start small businesses. She teaches them how to sew, bake, and sell their products at the local market. She empowers them to earn money and support their families. These are just a few of the many guardians of knowledge who are making a difference in Burkina Faso. They're the unsung heroes, working tirelessly to improve the lives of their fellow citizens. They show that even small acts of kindness and generosity can have a big impact. They are proof that when people come together, they can achieve amazing things. Their dedication is truly inspiring. Because of the guardians, children who once struggled in school are now excited to learn. They dream of becoming doctors, teachers, and engineers. Farmers who once struggled to feed their families are now growing enough food to sell at the market. They're earning more money and improving their lives. Women who once felt powerless are now confident and independent. They're starting their own businesses and providing for their families. The guardians of knowledge are not just helping people survive, they're helping them thrive. They're giving them the tools they need to build a better future for themselves and their communities. They are empowering them to take control of their lives and to create a more just and equitable society. The program has shown that even in the face of poverty and hardship, hope can flourish. It has demonstrated that when people are given the opportunity to learn and grow, they can achieve amazing things. It is a shining example of what can happen when leaders prioritize the needs of their people and when communities come together to support one another. The impact is real, and it's changing lives every single day. The story of President Traoré and Congresswoman Crockett and the Guardians of Knowledge shows us that leadership isn't about power or fame. It's about helping others and making the world a better place. It teaches us that even though people live in different countries and have different backgrounds, they can still work together to achieve great things. It reminds us that every single person has the power to make a difference, no matter how small their actions may seem. So, let's all try to be a little bit more like President Traoré, Congresswoman Crockett, and the Guardians of Knowledge. Let's focus on serving others, on empowering our communities, and on building a more just and equitable world for everyone. Let's remember that true leadership starts with kindness, compassion, and a genuine desire to help others. And let's never forget that when we work together, anything is possible. The world needs more leaders who care, more people who are willing to serve, and more communities that support one another. Let's all do our part to make that world a reality. The end.